Hello everyone, I hope you are doing good. Today I will be talking about the double calendar spread trade which I took last week and exited this week. Usually I trade triple calendar spreads, but this week I tried double calendar spread, so I will cover why I did double calendar spread this week and not triple calendar spread. In what scenarios you should do this. Also, what were the strike prices, entry, exits, everything. Those who are new to my channel, let me give you a little introduction. I trade triple or double calendar spread almost every week for consistent weekly income. My profit target remains 10% every week. Let me show you my profit calendar for 2022. So in month of January, I took one trade and I made a profit of 11%. In February, I made three trades and I made a profit of 25%. In March, I took this trade and I made a profit of 10% so far. Let's see how the rest of the March goes. I have made dedicated video for each of these trades. So make sure you check all these videos. Every trade has different things, different strike prices, dates, volatility, how I manage the SPY movement in this very volatile situation. So I'm sure you will learn a lot from these videos. So do check them out. And if you are interested to make consistent weekly income like this, do subscribe to my channel. And also I post my recent trades on my Instagram and Twitter, so you can follow my Instagram or Twitter to get recent updates. I will be taking one trade either today or tomorrow, so I'll post it on Instagram and Twitter as well. So make sure you follow me there as well. The link to those are in the description below. Now let's start the video. So on March 3rd, 2022, SPY was moving around $438. So I was planning to buy this triple calendar spread. However, the prices of calendars were very high. The reason being the volatility. The VIX is so high right now. So, and because of that, the calendar are also very expensive. So what I thought, okay, what I will do, I will buy the directional calendars, the upward one and the lower one. I'll buy those ones, and the add the money one, the 435 calendar, I will buy later on, because add the money calendar are the most expensive ones. So once pi will move either upward or move downward, the 435 calendar will become cheaper because it won't be at the money, and so I'll buy at a cheaper price. So overall I will reduce my cost basis for this triple calendar. The reason the I was feeling the SPY will have to take a move was since in the last few days we are seeing very high volatility. So it is very less likely that SPY will remain at $435. It will take some move. It can bounce back and it can come back to 435. That is true. But once it goes little bit far from 435, I'll buy this 435 calendar. So in this way, I will reduce my cost basis for this triple calendar. So that was my thought process why I bought double calendar spread. Going forward, now first let me talk about the strike prices. So usually, if you're following my channel, you know in normal situation I buy 30 points far directional calendars. So 30 points from the midpoint, the where the SPY is that day. So if that would be the case, I would have bought 450 and like those type of strike prices. But in the previous weeks I'm buying, instead of 30 I'm buying 40 points far. But for this trade I picked 50 points far. You can see 410 and 460, these are 50 points far. The reason being, in current situation it is almost like people are talking about recession and everything right now, Ukraine war and everything going on, and because of that we are seeing very big SPY movements. In one day we are seeing 3% move, like here and here also. So because of that I have increased my directional calendar little far. So now right now I'm doing this, and you can see this spy moved down and it took a very nice bounce, and we didn't outburst my lower calendar. If I would have bought 420 or something like that, then on this day I will be little like all my calendars are now outside the trading zone. So now what should I do? Should I buy one more calendar and all this? adjustment would be needed. The beauty about my strategies are you need almost no adjustment. I place the strike prices, everything so nicely. In worst case scenario, yes, it is possible it can even outburst this 410 strike price, but there are good chances it will. So always, whenever you feel like there's a lot of volatility, make sure you keep enough margin. Like even after this big move, I had some 10 points margin here. So some people I saw they bought 420 strike prices calendars, and they're in this area their lower calendars were also outbursted, and then they had to do adjustment. So make sure you keep enough room. The 435 calendar, so what happened is, like when it was going down in on March 8th, I was in profit of 10%. So I didn't need to buy another calendar, the at the money calendar. So I thought, okay, I'll exit this trade and lock my 10% profit, and I will enter next week trade instead of just managing this and buying 435 strike price. So this was my thought process. Now let me show you on day-to-day basis how this calendar perform. And yeah, let me cover the dates also. So I entered this trade on 3rd of March, and as you guys know, I trade at least 14 days to expiry calendars, and I trade only Friday expiry options. So that's why I sold 18th of March options, and I bought 25th of March options to create these calendars. So these were the dates. On March 1st, I took a very small entry just to get the feel of it, how it is doing. So it costed me $174. On March 2nd, it went up to $211. So because of volatility, it was very high. On March 3rd, it went down to $195. So I thought, okay, in this very volatile situation, although these calendars are very expensive, but in this situation, they are decent enough to buy. So on I took the main entry on March 3rd at $195. On March 4th, I was in profit of 5%. On March 7th, I was profit of 9%. And on March 8th, the time when I exited it, my this calendar was a profit of 10.26%. So I exited the trade. As you guys know, whenever I see 10% profit, I lock my profit and exit the trade. Actually, my profit was 10.64% because of this small entry. So if I include that, my actual profit was 10.64%. And on closing March 8th, the profit went up to 16%. But that's fine. It is better to lock in. No one goes bankrupt if you lock your profit. And you can see on March 9th, the profit went down to 0%. So you can see it is always good. Never be greedy. Follow your strategy and lock whatever is your target. Lock the profits. So this was the thought process, and this is how I executed the trade. Now I'm planning to, this was the this trade. So on March 3rd, I can show you even in my research tab. So those who don't know, please check my previous video. So I do all my research about calendars here. So these are the different strike prices. I'm like, I took this trade on March 3rd, but I'm tracking their prices since February 14th. So I track the prices of every strike, like 5 points far strike prices, which one to enter and all. So like on March 3rd, the 435 was the at the money one. And if I buy 15 points far, so these yellow ones are the one. So in total, it was costing me $422, which is very, very expensive. And you can see at the money, the 435 calendar was $175 strike price. This was 175, costing me 175. So I thought, okay, I'll skip it, and I bought just the outer calendars, and I gave extra cushion by choosing going 5 points far. So instead of one for this 415, I bought 410 strike price calendar, and instead of my 455, I bought 460 strike price. So this is how I chose the strike prices. In normal scenario, usually I go with just like 420 would have worked, like this pair would have worked, or max to max this yellow one which I'm showing. So this would have worked. But since it is very volatile, that's why I went further outside. So now this was this week. Now I'm planning to go for the next week trade also. Like I will be entering into this pair. So this will be March 25th expiry and 1st of April expiry calendar. I'm planning to enter this trade either today or tomorrow. So whenever I will enter, I'll post it on Instagram and my Twitter. So make sure you follow me there so you will get recent update about this trade which I will take today or tomorrow. And also I will create a YouTube video for this trade as well. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel and follow me there, Instagram or Twitter, whichever you prefer. So follow me there. The calendars are very expensive. So yesterday on March 9th, SPY was around $427. So if I pick some 50 points far, so it will be 400 and 450. It is costing me, this total will be $253. So it is pretty expensive, but I'm think so in this volatile situation it will be this. So let's see how the calendar perform today. If they get little cheaper today or tomorrow, I'll buy. So I'm monitoring this. So as you can see, I'm tracking even this trade. Like I will be entering today, but I'm tracking all different strike prices, calendar prices since February 14th. So I'm doing a lot of research. I hope you are getting value from this. Please subscribe and give a thumbs up to this video so YouTube will promote this on and other people can also get benefited. Thank you. One disclaimer, all the information I share on this channel is for your knowledge purpose only. Do your own research before you take any trade. Thank you.